Pine Valley Medical. Hello, Miss Newton. Yes, my first day back. Oh, I had a lovely time, thank you. Oh, I know. I was barely able to get through the lobby with all the reporters. Oh, but don't worry, I didn't say a word to anyone. Yes, I saw Dr. Ferguson in the video while I was in London. It was on TMZ. They're calling it the botched operation. I hope he's okay too. If he comes in today, I'll tell him the moment I see him. Okay. If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the
Miss
police.
Potter, it's me, Dr. Ferguson.
Dr. Ferguson! Oh, you look simply dreadful. Did you get any sleep at all last night?
Miss Potter, I've been hiding in a hospital dumpster for the past 2 hours. Have you any idea what's inside a hospital dumpster? It's a friggin' circus around here. You know, we've been on the news every night since you've been gone.
Oh, I know all about it. Oh, don't worry. We'll get through this together. Oh, I have 3 notes here for you to call Dr. Odair ASAP. Oh, I can't wait to meet her, doctor. She is such a celebrity.
You know, I haven't said 2 words to her since the botched operation. I suppose I should call her. I'll be in my office.
Okay.
Oh, Miss Potter, welcome back.
Thank you, doctor. It's good to be back.
Dr. Odair,
Dr. Ferguson, I am so sorry. I feel somewhat responsible for all of this. Well, you haven't returned any of my calls and...
Look, I'm sorry, Dr. Odair. I would have called you sooner, but I've been in the courtroom watching my career go down the drain.
What?
Yes, David Aldred.
How can they be suing you? I thought that the patient was a friend that you've known since 3rd grade.
Well, his attorney said they aren't technically suing me. They're just exercising their legal options.
Remember the words that made me famous. Look for the positivity in every situation.
Look, I appreciate your words, and I think it might be all over for me here at Pine Valley.
Believe what I just said.
All right, all right.
Okay. Can we meet for lunch?
Yes, actually, that sounds good. All right, I'll see you then.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, look who it is, Dick Tracy. You must be awfully hungry. You know, I was thinking, since it's my first day back...
You know, Dr. Janelle, Odair and I are going to have lunch today. I was hoping maybe you could deflect my phone calls.
Oh, of course.
I appreciate that.
You know, Dr. Ferguson, while I was away, I met a very special someone.
Miss Potter, that's wonderful.
Yes, his name is Simon. Simon Waters. He's from Hamburg. He was there at the airport the day that I arrived. It was almost like it was meant to be. He's charming, dashing, and incredibly funny.
That's wonderful. I've always wanted somebody like that for you. I'm happy for you.
Oh, Dr. Ferguson.
Yes?
I brought a gift back for you.
Miss Potter.
I hope you like it.
Thank you. Miss Potter, it's lovely. This is just my taste. I'll wear this tomorrow at the courthouse. Oh, you know what? I have to grab my hat.
Oh, how I've missed you.
Excuse me, Miss Potter?
Oh, I said I hope it fits you.
Miss Potter, it's a tie. I think it'll fit. Dr. Odair,
Dr. Ferguson, I am so sorry. I feel somewhat responsible for all of this. Well, you haven't returned any of my calls and...
Look, I'm sorry, Dr. Odair. I would have called you sooner, but I've been in the courtroom watching my career go down the drain.
What?
Yes, David Aldred.
How can they be suing you? I thought that the patient was a friend that you've known since 3rd grade.
Well, his attorney said they aren't technically suing me. They're just exercising their legal options.
Remember the words that made me famous. Look for the positivity in every situation.
Look, I appreciate your words, and I think it might be all over for me here at Pine Valley.
Believe what I just said.
All right, all right.
Okay. Can we meet for lunch?
Yes, actually, that sounds good. All right, I'll see you then.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Well, hello. You must be Miss Potter.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you, Dr. Odair. I read your new book on the airplane. It's wonderful.
Thank you. And it's very nice to meet you, too. I have heard a lot about you.
It's so nice that you've heard a lot about me.
Dr. Janelle Odair, thank you for the lunch invitation.
Thank you.
Yes, Nurse Mario. I'll be right there. Please excuse me.
Dr. Ferguson, did you get a gift?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did.
You know, She definitely has a thing for you.
Oh, no. And matter of fact, she just mentioned that she met a very special someone while she was on vacation.
Oh, did she? Well, let me tell you a little something. I am very good at reading people. In fact, a lot of people say that I'm like a psychic. And she definitely has a thing for you.
Dr. Odair, you are very good at what you do, but you're a little bit off on this one. You know, she even mentioned that his name was Simon Waters. He was from Hamburg.
Oh, did she? Simon Waters from Hamburg?
Yes, Simon Waters from Hamburg.
Dr. Ferguson, would you come here for a moment?
Dr. Odair, what do you have up your sleeve?
Would you have a seat?
Dr. Odair, I'm hungry.
We're going to do a little exercise. Now,
All right.
I want you to stare at the articles on Miss Potter's desk. Go ahead. What do you see?
Oh, my. Oh, dear. Oh, do you think?
Yes, I think. And you should think too. Let's go eat.
And action.
Miss Potter, why did Nurse Samario call you just before I went to lunch?
Well, it seems there's a very short female doctor in an oversized lab coat going into all the patients' rooms. She's taking the cookie off of their lunch tray and telling the patients that if they eat the cookie, they will get sick.
This sounds like the workings of Violet Hoffstead.
Mrs Hoffstead? The owner of this hospital's great-granddaughter?
Yes, the last time she was here, she turned off Mrs. Franson's oxygen so she could hear the TV better.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. Did Mrs. Franson recover?
Well, we got in there to revive her in time, but she's never really been the same. Call downstairs and ask if Miss Hoffstead is meeting her granddaughter today for lunch. I'll go patrol the hallway.
Yes, doctor.
Violet Hoffstead!
Dr. Ferguson,
There's nowhere to run this time. I've got you.
you don't got nothing. Remember, I own this place.
You don't own nothing. Your great-grandmother owns this place. You, Violet Hoffstead, are a spoiled, rotten little pig.
Well, you are a rotten doctor. Nice video. Now get me some milk.
I'm not afraid of you, Violet Hoffstead. Well, maybe I am a little. Let me get you some milk.
Dr. Ferguson,
Yes.
did I really just hear you call a little girl a little pig?
Well, yes. Well, she is one.
No, she's not. She's a little girl. Oh, come on. You know what happened to Alec Baldwin when he said that.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Alec Baldwin went on to marry a beautiful woman half his age, and now he has more money than he knows what to do with.
You know, you really are a wonderful doctor, and I've actually learned a few things from you. But now it's time for you to learn a few things from me, okay? You see, it's about respect and positive energy, and when we're able to treat people with respect and contain that positive energy, we raise our frequency and our vibration. So I want you to take that milk, let's get on the bus and go to school, okay? Come on. Violet.
Wow, it's Dr. Odair. I know you from TV.
Well, now Dr. Ferguson and I would like to know you.
I don't think I want to know Dr. Ferguson.
Oh, well, of course you do. Trust me. Dr. Ferguson, do you have anything that you want to say to Violet?
Violet, here's your milk. And I'm sorry for calling you a rotten little pig.
Thanks. I'm sorry I called you a rotten doctor, but the video is pretty funny.
Well, I'm glad I amused you.
Now, Violet, here at the hospital, there's a lot of sick people, and they're here to get better. They're here to heal themselves. You see, the very thoughts that we have heal us or hurt us. Okay, so imagine that you're sick. Now imagine that you're being awakened by a positive frequency of love. That right there. You can do that for people. You can help people that are sick. You can help them live healthier lives.
I can? I would love to do that. What can I do?
Well, do you like to read?
I love to read. My favorite book is called Wonder. Everyone should read it.
Okay. I want you to think about that book. Go right there into your heart. Go ahead, try it. You feel that passion? Yeah, that's what heals people. Right there. You can do it. You know what? I have a great idea. How about you be my assistant? A couple of times a week, you can come in and you can read that book to some of my patients. As long as you bring that passion here with you, you'll help heal them, I know it.
I would love to help you and all the patients.
Now, is this a community service type?
Watch it, doctor. Violet, let's go up to the library and find that book, and let's get you some scrubs that fit and a lab coat, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Oh, Dr Ferguson! The 5 o'clock news is on. Quickly, let's go watch.
Pine Valley Live at 5 starts now.
Good evening. I'm Gavin Murray.
And I'm Sharon Starr. Our top story tonight, once again, Pine Valley Medical. The botched surgery video featuring Dr. Ferguson has just reached 1 million views. Ferguson's legal team is trying to get the video thrown out of court due to the fact it was obtained illegally.
That's right, Sharon. This story is gaining worldwide attention. In fact, I had an opportunity to touch base with Dr. Ferguson's lead attorney, Connor Fitzgerald, and he told me, and I quote verbatim, "Gavin, the rumors may be all over, the video may be all over, but I assure you it is not all over for Dr. Ferguson," end quote.
The very popular Dr. Janelle Odair, who incidentally is seen in the video, has agreed to stay on through all this craziness and continue to head up the Wellness Center here at Pine Valley Medical. Well, her mantra, which made her famous, always look for the positive, I'm sure we'll be getting good practice in the next few days.
Yes, we will, and I'm sure she will be putting that to good work very soon. You know what's amazing, Sharon, is just 5 days ago, Dr. Ferguson was the second leading surgeon in the entire nation. And just think about this. Next week, he could be mopping the floors at the hospital.
Oh, the mighty have fallen.
Oh, good grief. Hey, next up, it is official. The Pine Valley Juggernauts will be hosting those Seattle Seahawks during the preseason here as we kick off the 2017 season. We've got sports and weather up next.
The things we do are the most important things of all. They are more important than what we say or what we look like. The things we do outlast our mortality. The things we do are like monuments that people build to honor heroes after they've died. They're like the pyramids that the Egyptians built, only instead of being made out of stone, they're made out of memories. You opened your mouth. Any words you used would come out wrong. Jack, this is very, very serious. Mr. Tishman was saying, I was in his office sitting on a chair across from his desk and looking at this picture of a pumpkin on the wall behind him. Kids got expelled from this kind of thing, Jack. I know you're...
Yes, all 7 patients' vital signs have improved 100%. Yep, even Mr. Mott, who's been in a coma, has drastically shown improvement. Yeah, he looked like he was smiling when she was reading. All right, Dr. Ferguson said to be in front of the TV, specifically at 5:14.
Welcome back. It's 5:14, and as promised, we have a very special guest here. I'm sure you all know him. From Pine Valley Medical, Dr. Ferguson, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Sharon. I want to thank you for having me.
What a roller coaster it has been for you.
You know, I've certainly had my shares of ups and downs in the past couple of weeks. You're right about that.
Show us how you turned what was almost a disaster into a new, incredible, multi-million-dollar, life-saving procedure, now being called the Ferguson.
Yeah, Sharon, as you know, and I'm sure you've seen the video, I made an accidental incision on an open heart patient using a 35-degree angle down the left ventricle. Well, once we stopped the bleeding, we found that because of the angle of the 35 degrees going down the left ventricle, like a fractured bone or scar tissue, it healed to make the casing 100% stronger than its original form. So with that in mind, I got to work. I decided with the Ferguson, it's less invasive. We don't have to butterfly the chest. We don't have to saw the sternum and butterfly to get to the heart. So what I did, we go through it arthroscopically. I take the endoscope and I fasten it to a scalpel, which is also in turn fastened to a cauterization device. We go through the rib cage, same 35-degree angle, we slice down the left ventricle, and within a fraction of a second, the cauterization heals the wound. Therefore, the patient stays no longer than 3 days, and when he goes home, he has the heart of a teenager, lessening his risk of heart disease and heart attack by 60 to as much as 90%, giving some patients 30, 35 years longer to live.
Are you folks hearing this at home? We have a true miracle worker on the show with us. It's reported that you are now the highest paid doctor in the whole world. You just surpassed Dr. Itoy, becoming the #1 physician in the United States. Congratulations, Dr. Ferguson.
Well, thank you. In fact, I sent Dr. Itoy a fruit basket the other day when I found out that news. I wanted to say a couple of things to some of the people, the good people at Pine Valley Medical that helped me get through the last few weeks. I want to say a special thank you and a hello to Miss Potter, who keeps me in line and keeps my department just running like a fine-tuned watch. And of course, Dr. Janelle Odair, who didn't run away when all this came to be a couple of weeks ago. She took me at my lowest point. It was the day that I was actually hiding in a dumpster to stay away from the reporters. She came to me, even the way I smelled, and said, Dr. Ferguson, using her mantra, you must find the positive in every situation.
That is her mantra.
Well, I laughed it off, being in the situation where I was, because I was just sitting in the courtrooms for the past few days watching my career go down the toilet. But I did what she wanted me to do, and I focused on the positive, and look what came from it.
Something amazing.
Very amazing. And one last thing, we have a new physician's assistant here at Pine Valley Medical. She's 12-year-old Violet Hoffstead, and she is changing the way we do things for the better at Pine Valley Medical. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. Next up, are Elton John and Keith Richards mending fences? Coming up in the Entertainment Report.